We're here at E3 with Jean-Francois Dugas, game director of Deus Ex Human Revolution. So, wonder if we could start out, if you could just tell us a little bit about the game.
Deus Ex Human Revolution is an action RPG that is mainly played from the first-person perspective. It's a game that is set in 2027, roughly in 20 years from now. And it's a world where all the augmentations, the prostheses that help you to be smarter, to be faster, to be stronger, are becoming more and more popular. And in the society, it creates some sort of divide because some people are left behind, because those who can afford to have augmentations can get better jobs and things like that. And at that point in society, like, some are really looking into the ethical problem: should we try to play God or not? Some others are let's shoot for the stars type of mentality. And you play in that world Adam Jensen, which is a security specialist working for one of those corporations into working on augmentations. The company he works for, it's Serif Industries. And at the beginning of the game, when you start, Adam Jensen is fully human. And you're about to go on a trip to present an important discovery when you're attacked by a bunch of mysterious attackers, black ops coming out of nowhere, and you're left basically for dead. And when you come up to life through the augmentations, now you're going to discover your new body, the new abilities that you have, and you'll start a journey to try to understand who were those guys, why they attack you, who are behind the shadow, what are they trying to achieve, and eventually you will have to resolve the conflict and make important decisions.
Okay, and so I saw during the demo the player was just kind of augmenting themselves on the fly. How exactly does that work this time around?
It's through XP points. Like, when you play the game, you finish a mission, you find a secret place, whatever you do, you get XP points. And when you have enough, now you can unlock a new ability with those points. The philosophy behind it is that Adam Jensen, when he gets on the operation table, he gets all the augmentations at once. It's just that with the brain and talking to the mechanical parts, it's not an easy thing to do. It's not natural. So your body needs to get used to it, and over time, by doing things and living with your new body, basically, you get experience points that allow you to eventually, like, it's like you're unlocking a new power that you already had in you, because you're getting more and more comfortable with your body, basically.
Okay. And we saw an area today, the Penghu. What's the deal with that? How would you describe the Penghu?
It's a double-deck city, right?
Right.
And it's an island, like, offshore of Shanghai in China, and it's about 4 kilometers away. And on this island, a lot of the big companies working in technologies and everything, they bloom. Like, they took the entire space of the island, and at some point, someone that had brilliant ideas said, why not building a second floor to that city? And it has been built, and the second floor, it's mainly universities and places like that of culture and things like that. So the Penghu is kind of this roof, this big structure that maintains the second floor alive, and it's all mechanical parts that make it keep itself together, basically. And and you have to navigate a little bit through it, and you experience it from a different perspective. You play through the lower city. Now into the Penghu, you go in this massive structure where you see how it's built, and then we go onto Upper Taeyong, which is one of the big corporation for augmentations in China, and now you can see a bit of the second floor of the city.
And is the second floor, is there a big, like, divide between rich and poor there that you can see as you're going through?
It's more university and culture driven, so it's mostly educated people. It's more quiet. The lower part, this is where the real fun is, but there are also gangs and stuff like that, so it's a little bit more dangerous.
And I want to ask, what do you see as kind of the challenges you have to overcome for the fans? Because I know Deus Ex Invisible War wasn't the most popular game. What do you think you can say to fans that would kind of mollify the ones who are a little suspicious that this might not be what they're hoping for?
We really went back to the roots. When we started that project, we analyzed the two first games again and again, especially the first one, and it was our template, our inspiration. So we really wanted to give the fans back a Deus Ex experience. We analyzed what were the core values, what they meant, and everything. And when we went to brainstorm on those things, we obviously brought our own influences, our own spirit to it. But it was really important that we were keeping the core values like stealth, combat, hacking, social, a huge conspiracy, strong characters, augmentations, a lot of choices and consequences. All those things were really important. And to the opposite of Invisible War, we didn't try to simplify the experience. We went like, let's make sure that people can understand it, we can educate them correctly, and they will be able to enjoy what a Deus Ex game can offer. It was more the approach. We didn't try to dumb down anything. And when I speak with people that played the game so far and they know the franchise, they tell me like, okay, this is a real Deus Ex game. And it's, for me, it's the best compliment we could have, because when we started that project, it was the only goal we had. Like.
And I noticed also in the demo there were a lot of non-lethal takedowns. What is there an incentive to kind of go the merciful soul route and just not kill anybody?
It's a game about choices, so we didn't. It's something that we not struggled, but we debated early on the project. The thing I didn't want to have a gauge or something that you're good or you're evil type of thing, because what we wanted to explore, it's more the gray zones of human motivations and things like that. So what I mean by that is that there's rarely in life like something that is black or white. It's always different tones of gray, and we wanted to push forward that. And for us, like having non-lethal and lethal, whether it's in takedowns or with the weapons, it's mainly about how do you feel you want to play this game. It's you role-playing this. Do you want to be a killer, or do you want to spare innocent lives? And it's all about the role-play and how you feel about yourself. In the end, it's going to have some sort of influence with the resolution of the game, but it was not the primary goal. The primary goal was really like letting you play the fantasy the way you want to play it. So that for us was really important.
All right, I think that does it for our questions. So when does it release?
This game is going to be out on August 23rd in America, and it's going to be out on August 26th in Europe.
All right, well, Deus Ex Human Revolution, one of our favorite games of the show.